Hi everyone, welcome back to stream number 14 on Faraday Academy. To start off again, I'm going to show you the repository that I've been working on. It's at my GitHub repo, which is GwenF. You can find all of my repos. This one is curriculum app. So I've been working on this. Yeah, this is the 14th stream in the series. And I have all of the information if you're interested in the project on this repository, mock-ups, details, some about the designs. This is the big part I'm gonna work on next, I guess, is updating the designs. I've already started doing this in Balsamiq, in the Balsamiq mockups program, so I'm gonna upload those as soon as they're done. And now I have, if you go to projects on GitHub, you can get these, I guess, Kanban style boards. And I've been trying to organize this project a little bit better since I work on it in kind of chopped blocks, like 1 hour here, and then I have to wait till the next live stream, work on it for another hour. So I think this is working well. I worked on some form validation last time, and it's mostly working how I want it to. I actually tested out some different form validation options because right now I'm using Vuetify's built-in form validation. Basically, Vuetify is a Vue.js component library. And oh wait, let me switch my mic real quick. One second. There. Sorry about that. The sound should be better now. So, yeah. So anyways, I used the built-in one, which is kind of hard to read. I'll open up one of those files and show you what we worked on last time. So there's create curriculum. Oh, right. And we put the form in another form component. So the rules because Vuetify has all these components like v text, v column, all those ones. So the rules are from name rules, which I'm passing in here, and it kind of clutters up the data here, and then I'm building custom rules, which I really don't like doing. And so the other day I tried out, because I have always used Validate, but I tried out Vuelidate. And I'll just show you their example real quick. Yeah, if I go to their website, they actually have a JS Fiddle example right in the browser. And they add this validations property to the Vue instance. So I guess it's a Vue instance property. And so in each component, I can do validations separate from the data, and it has all these built-in validations as well. Let's see. Built-in validators. So instead of doing it custom and probably missing some things, it already has a URL checker, email, like all the basic things I would need on this site. So I am going to switch to using this. I don't know if I'll get to it today. But yeah, from trying this out, I really like how it's organized, how intuitive it is, and I can still customize it as much as I want. Okay, so my task right now, though, I'll keep this open. My task right now is I wanted to finish breaking up the curriculum form, because basically the component was about 350 lines long, and I wanted to do some cleanup because I hadn't done any cleanup yet. So I did break it up, and I created this main form. But from the main form, since I created its own folder for the whole form, I do want to break it up from there because these sections, so I can actually have all these section form items in a separate component again. So I'll create that. Let's see, new file, form sections.vue. And then I guess this could be just a loop, and then I could do another form section. But let me move the section logic there in the markup. I guess I won't have any of the logic. I pretty much kept all the logic in the parent here. So there's very little markup here. And then also this snack bar. The snack bar pop-up, that's basically going to move somewhere else too, into another one. So I'm going to have very little markup and basically all the logic. And then when I add Vuelidate, all this stuff is going to get cleaned up too. So it'll be a lot better. Yeah, so I'm fine with that. So let me go, yeah, in the main form. Well, let me add the template here first. So template, and then grab the sections from here. So I have goal description. So everything after here, yeah, here's my sections loop. So that's this part. So I'll grab this whole row, get it out of there. And then I'm gonna have to stick, so let me stick form sections in here. Hi Sa, how are you? Yeah, I'll stick form sections in there and then paste in all of the section code. And then, yeah, do that. And I'm going to need a script tag here because I'm going to have props. So, yeah, I always like to have a space at the end for some reason. So in here, I'll do props in object. And then here I'm going to import form sections. So import form sections, import form sections from form sections.vue. All right, and then here I'm going to have to say components and then tell it that I'm importing form sections. All right, so I think that looks pretty good. Hey, nobodies. It's good to see all of you back. So I'm importing those, and then I need to pass it props. So I definitely need to pass in sections. And then, oh yeah, add item, delete item, and where's add section at? So I guess add section is, yeah, it's in here, so that's fine. So I guess I'll leave that there. So I need to pass in add item. Oops, and this has to be JavaScript, so add item and then delete item. Oh yeah, and sections. I'll put that first. All right. I think that's all I need to pass in for props, and then I'm importing this, registering it, and putting it in the DOM. So it should appear to be the same. Oh, that's right. One more thing. I need to register the props. So, hey Mohammed, welcome to the stream. So, sections will be, or I guess I don't need any other options, so I'll just put the type right on sections. And sections is an array. And then add item is a function. And then delete item is a function. Okay. So that should work. And sweet, it seems to work. Awesome. So that takes out, wow, that's a lot of lines of code just for sections. I didn't realize that. That's 150. Well, I guess we took out like 144 lines from here. So now the main form is shortened and it's all a bit more broken up. So maybe we can shorten this one too, because in form sections, we could have this card in a different component maybe. And then we could just loop through it here. I know that's a really common pattern for React Native, but I'm not sure if that's just creating one component too many. So maybe I'll leave this as it is for right now. And then if I want to break this up further, because I'm sure we'll be adding more things to this form later on. But that's much cleaner than how we had it before anyway, so that's good. So I'm going to move that to done, and if I want to come back to it, I'll create a new task. Well, let me just look at the issue real quick and make sure. So I decided I wasn't going to do that, so let me cross this out real quick. Form element should be moved. Yeah, I did that. And the section loop, I meant to put file. So the section loop is in its own file. The form element's in its own file. We created a new folder for those. So I would say this is done. So I'll close that, move this to complete. And great. I could make, maybe in the next time I'll make these checkboxes the to-do items within the task. So actually this one is blocked. And another thing, I don't think I can do this on GitHub, but it would be nice to be able to add labels onto these. I'm pretty sure I can do that in GitLab, but not GitHub. What are you asking about? Are you asking about this? Or if you look in the description of this video, this is the repo I'm working off of. So it kind of talks about what I'm building here. It's a app for students or learners to create curriculum, share curriculum, look at other people's curriculum, and keep track of your progress. And then what I was looking at in the last screen is GitHub has projects. So I created this dev tasks project, and just to keep track of my progress and what I'm doing. So right now I could either move the snack bar into a global component or change the form validation over. I think I can get through both of these in today's video maybe. So let me try the snack bar since that's new and interesting. And let me keep the details open. So basically I have, get out of those ones. I have this snack bar, but I'm gonna want to use it in a lot of different places. including triggering it from Vue.js actually. So I was going to make a Vue component here that's snack bar. But what I think I should do actually is put it in maybe the app component here and then set a Boolean on Vuex state, or set an object on Vuex state with a Boolean for show true, false, the color, and the message. So that's what I think I'm going to do, is move it here. So let me take this out actually. This whole snack bar. And just in case anyone doesn't know what a snack bar is, I'm going to show you. So I'm using the Vuetify framework documentation. And yeah. I'll just search for it. So it's basically this pop-up. Sometimes these are called toasters, or I don't know what else. Alerts are usually, I think, the full width ones that come on the top a lot. Let me put it on the right and top. So this is what I'm going to have, like these snack bars that pile up here. Oh, I can't get more than one for some reason. Okay, well, I'm going to have a snack bar, so you can have multiple in a row lining up from the top right on down. And then I can have them different colors. So there's the success, letting the user know that something went well, or the info, giving them info, and then the error one, which is red. Yeah, basically showing an error, just like it says. So, okay. So I moved the snack bar. Now this component is not going to work, I think. Oh yeah, I'm triggering the snack bar from a function. So I'll put it inside of app here. It has to be inside of VApp because that's the Vuetify wrapper for the application. So I'll put snack bar here. And then I need to map my, well, let me open, first of all, oops, what am I doing? The Vuex state. So, okay, so I have pretty much nothing on state. So I'm going to put snack bar here, which will be an object. I'm going to put show to default as false. What do I call that? This is, variant, right? So variant, and I'll give it a default of error. No, success. Okay. Success, and then I can always change that. And then message. So I wonder, snack bar text. Okay. So I'll just put, yeah, message is fine. And that will be an empty string. Okay, so now I'm going to map this object to this component. So let me, I always put my library imports before my relative imports. So import, what is it? Map state from Vuex. And now I need this as a computed because state changes, and I need Vue to be able to watch for state changes. So I'm going to put map state in here, and then give it the property that I want to map, or the object. Okay. So now I have access to the snack bar object here. So what I'm basically going to be doing is, let's see. I always want this at the top right, so that's not going to change. Multi-line for mobile isn't going to change. And I think this means that on mobile screens, if it's too much text, it goes on to multiple lines, or maybe the close button will go on the next line. vModel. Oh, I don't have a data property here. So actually the vModel, I think, vModel means to show the snack bar or to not show it. So I actually need snackbar.show here. .show, because this maps to the Vue.x property. Now close isn't going to mutate it from the component, so I'm going to have to map a mutation to be able to change that. So I'll handle that in a second. Snack bar text is going to be snackbar.message, and then this color is going to be snackbar dot variant, dot variant. Okay, so I think that's good, and then I just need a mutation. So let me find my mutations here. Mutations. And let's see, what should I call it? I guess update snack bar. Yeah. Settings, or I guess it's just update snack bar. There's no other snack bars, so I don't think that's confusing. And I'll put settings. So state.snackbar, and I guess hope they're passing in an object with the right settings here. Or what's probably safer and better, because I can just leave defaults, is if I do this snack bar. So all of the properties of snack bar, and then here I can just overwrite whatever I want from an object that I pass in. So if I just want to overwrite the show and leave the default, well, I'll always have to pass in message, I guess, so I should be checking for that here. But I'll leave it like that for now. So okay, so I'm mapping the state, and then I need a method. No, I can just use a mutation. Well, I still need methods here. So I'm going to map mutations, and then my update snack bar mutation. Okay, so I can take my update snack bar mutation here, and then I need to pass it an object, and on the object I'm going to say show is false. Okay, I think that will work. And now in my curricula, I need to, let me grab this map mutation. Oh, I need to import it first. Map mutations. And then, let's see. Let me put it at the beginning. Well, yeah, after map actions. So, and I need to import this here too. Okay. So here's where I do the snack bar. And I set the snack bar to keep this the same. I'm going to say message. I guess, yeah, because I don't need this anymore. So let me actually get rid of the extra data. I don't need these snack bar things anymore. And now let's see, name check. Yeah, so here's where I need to call this dot update. Wait. Oh yeah, I'm using it in the DOM in this element, so I don't have to use this. Okay, but here, this dot update snack bar, call it, and then I should just call this message so I can pass it straight into the object. So I'll say message, and then show is true, and variant is error. Okay, let me try that. Oh, okay. Here it is. So I wasn't importing it correctly. So that should work. Okay, and then sweet. Now I have a global snack bar that I can just open and close through Vuex. And I think actually 5 seconds is not long enough. 6 seconds seems to be standard. So let me try that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Great, and then it should stack. It doesn't stack. No, wait. Oh, they replace each other. So I wonder how I get these to stack here. Stack the content. Oh no, that's not what I want. Yeah, this is much cleaner than it was before. Removal delay and callbacks. So I have the position, color, multi-line, timeout, value, stack snack bar content on top of the, no, I don't want that. Yeah, it doesn't seem, I guess because Vuetify, this is just a like a basic snack bar. It doesn't stack. It doesn't seem like I can have multiple snack bars. Oh well. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just leave it like that. I'm pretty happy with this. And okay, so I did those two. Let me make sure I clean this up I cleaned up that. There's no more reference to snack bar here. So that's good. All right, I would call this task done. And then, so I wonder, oh, it doesn't close these issues when I complete the task. I wonder if that's a setting I can set. Okay, so I need one more in progress here. So let me go ahead and change the form validation. Front end. Yeah, let me change this to, where is it? To Viewlidate. So I'm going to install this, and while I install this, I might as well do some cleanup of Validate, which is the one I tried earlier. Where is that? So Validate. Here we go. And then, yeah. Validation provider. Oh, here it is too. Okay. So let me search for, okay, so I can also delete the package. So let me go here. I'll install this one and then uninstall this package. All right. Okay, npm uninstall vvalidate. So basic usage, I can just do vue.use. Or I can just use it where I need it. Okay, so browser ready. Okay, so I'll just use this. So I just need these 2 lines of code, basically. And I'll do vue.use here. Let me run my server again. Okay, and now so here, so I guess I don't need to copy, so I'll just copy from here. So I basically import whatever validators I want into whatever components I want, and then use this Vue instance property in the component for the validations there. So I'm just going to copy this. Well, let me copy this first. So, and then what's nice is I like, so in my methods, I can also reference and find out, you know, if any of the fields are dirty, and I like the syntax. It's easy to use. So get rid of that. So in here, so I'm going to do all of my form validation from here, I think. Because in my main form, I don't really have any logic here, so I just have props being passed in, and I've kind of moved everything out of here, so it's just importing components and not doing much else. So I'm going to put my validation logic here. Oops, not there. I'm gonna do it here. Let me just import required for right now. And then put the validations object. Well, let me put it after data. So put it there. And so far I'm validating name and URL. So let me use no. So it's just called URL. Okay. So then I won't need all this regex either. So I'll just import required and URL. And I think that's it. So name is required, and I don't have any min length. Someone really wants to put 1 character, I suppose they can. URL, let me see what they have for syntax. So it just matches this. So here I think I can just put URL, which will be just URL. Yeah. Okay. I think that will work. And then I need to, of course, change my markup. So in my markup, let me find where URL rules are. Oh, right, I'm passing them in. So here, I need to pass in, I guess I can just pass it in as, oh, I'm not even passing it in as the right thing at all. So what I'm going to do is get rid of this, get rid of these, rename this and this, and now I think I can just use them like this. So name rules and URL rules, but I will have to change here. So vtext field rules, pug. I haven't used pug in so long. So where are rules? Let me open up the JS fiddle so I can see the syntax. So text, so validations text. So I guess, oh, I think, so it must match here. It must have to match the data property. Status v.text. Okay. And v.text.model. yeah, v.text.model. So okay, so I'll do that. So I think I will need okay. I'm gonna have to pass in the, I guess, a name model and a URL model, if that makes sense. And I'm gonna call it because this isn't in the same place as the form. So let me think, how am I going to do this? So I could do so I might need to do validation here. Maybe it's best to do it in the form. I don't know. Yeah, let me try doing it there and see what happens. So get rid of all of those and take out this. Oh yeah. And then in the form, I'll try to do validation, and then I'll worry about how I'm gonna let the parent. Actually, the only reason I have to let the parent know is because of this save button. I don't even need this save button here. I can move that into the form. Yeah, let me do that. So I'll just move it in here. And then I think I'll have to do prevent here to prevent it from submitting the default behavior because it's in the form now. And then also I need to send in save curriculum. So I need to pass that in now. So yeah, I think this is much better. I don't know what I was thinking. So let me take the validators out of here then and put them in here. Let me put them here. And then get rid of that. So let me, yeah, I'll put name and URL. And let me just try to get the name working right now. So it's petinfo.name. So I wonder if I have to do this here. I might have to do this. So petinfo.name. If I have to do that, I don't know. Oh, prop support. Okay, anyways. Okay, so those are all custom validators. So what is nested? Okay, so that matches the object here. Let me see. I don't know. Let me just try it and see if it works. Pet info dot name and, or maybe I don't need that. Maybe I can just do it in quotes. Maybe they want this, I guess. Yeah, because that would make sense, because why would I put whatever value? That could be undefined. That would be really weird as a key. So, okay, I think this makes more sense. So now it should map to petinfo.name. And then here I can put that $V thing, which is this. So let me, I guess here, no. I get rid of rules entirely. And then here I would put petinfo.name, I guess. Let me just see if that works. Must provide a name. Okay, well, that's not working. Pet info is undefined. No, because I'm not trying to model it there. Pet info should always be an object, which comes in from here, which I'm still getting. So, oh, maybe it's, no. It wouldn't be this. So let me make a data property here and just call it name. Actually, I don't have to. Maybe let me just put this in the same component, because if the whole form is in here, I don't think I should have these. I mean, I can still have, I guess I should move these two functions too. So I don't need the V since it's passing in VM. Where is it? Oh, I don't need the V here. Oh, I would put pet info. Let me see. It seems to like that. Well, URL rules is not defined. Oh, I think. Oh, I'm still telling it to get those. Okay. So let me see. URL rules. Is it, wait, URL rules. Okay, let me get rid of that. And name rules too. Name rules, okay. Now it should work. Okay, thanks. That seemed to work. Let me see. Cannot use in operator. Let me see, because it should, the value should map to let's see. Oh, okay. It's not in Vuex, but it should. I should have some kind of validation object on here. So create curriculum, main form, computed. Here we go. So URL, that's good. Oh, and petinfo.name, awesome. Model is undefined though, so what am I doing wrong here? Let's see. Not in there. I think this is wrong somehow. My syntax here has to be wrong. All right. So let me look. I must be missing something. Basic form. If so in the input vModel is v.age.model. All right, v.age.model. I feel like I do need the v. Oh, that's in a class. Wait. Yeah, v.age.model is here. Oops. So let me just try one more time. Nope, it really doesn't like that. All right, never mind. So all right, let me see. So how can I get to my... No, I don't want this. My files without using... Here we go. So in main form, I want this file. And okay, that's extra. So here, I want that one. There is no error. Oh, you mean put it back at V? But that was just saying that there's no error here for it. I'm just wondering because... Oh, yeah. Sorry, there is. Okay. Let me see. I think maybe I have to set something in the Vue config. I can't remember, to get better source maps here. So cannot set reactive property of undefined. All right, well. Cannot use in operator. to search for vModel. Cannot set reactive property. Cannot use in operator. I'm really not sure. To search for reactive model. Let me get this. So you're saying I should just set a breakpoint here? This is in the, not the Vuetify, the Validate code though. No, it's not in the Validate, it's in Vue. Let me go to the, where is it? The Validate. Is it not? Because I think that in here, in main form, so I have the $V and then petinfo.name, and then all of these, like, model is $, which is not set into anything right now. So, okay, I'm gonna search for well, let me just see first. Petinfo.name. Yeah, let me search for the issue because this is probably something easy. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. Didn't mean to click that. Validate. Nope, I didn't. So I guess maybe it's just something I'm doing. All right, so I have, so let me see if I can just get this to model on something I create. So if I have a name here, let's change this to name, and I have name and data here. So where's name? So I'm gonna see if I can just get this to just model correctly. Okay, so I have main form. Am I in? Yeah, I'm in main form. Oh, those are props I'm looking at. So here's name. Okay, it's modeled to name, and now in computed, I have name, and it's modeling correctly right now. Okay, and now let me see. It's not displaying the errors, but I think that's because I need a span or something here to show the errors. Because it's dirty and it's invalid, so there is an error there. So that's good. So I know it works. So now let me try to do it by modeling off of petinfo. And I think just for ease of use anyways, I'm going to move the petinfo object into here. So let me take that out, because I do want to have all my data, and I think I'll move sections too. Let me just put that in here, and then I'll move sections, which I guess is all the data I have in here. So I'll put the data with the form. I think that makes more sense anyways. All right, so I'll move sections in here, and there's pet info. And now I don't need to pass in pet info or sections either anymore. And I think that's all I want to move for right now. Although I might need to update these functions, but I will, yeah, because I'm pulling these off of this. So when I save curriculum, I'm going to have to actually pass these in, I think. So pet info and sections. So let me change that real quick. So save curriculum, pet info, and sections. Pass those in. And now pet info, okay. And sections. So there's no reason for this logic to be here either then. So yeah, this is just a big restructuring. Okay, so I'll put the add section in here after validations. Oh, no, that's a method. So now I need methods. Okay, so let me move that inside of methods. And now the CRUD operations on items should be with the form too if I'm going to have everything else there. And then I don't have to pass those in. So it's basically the only thing I'm doing from this parent wrapper is putting the form on the page and handling the submission, I guess. So, and maybe I'll map this out later and make sure that's the best way to do this. Okay, I think that makes more sense now. Sweet. And now let me update props to make sure I don't have old stuff here. So, oh, right. So this is the only prop that I need right now. So let me change that and get rid of the rest of them. So on the back end, I have a Mongo instance set up, and I'm using Mongoose for object mapping for the schema. And it's in the same repo. If you go to, not there, the GitHub, the back end and the front end are both in there. Okay, so now that that's all done, what was I doing before that? Oh, right, so pet info. So now I want to map it to petinfo.name instead of just name. So in validations, it seems like the key name has to map up with the data name. So if I do petinfo.name in a string, that should theoretically work. But let's see. Pet info. It seems like it should work. But it's not working. So pet info is undefined. So I think what I have to do is just do pet info and then maybe nest it somehow. Maybe in here I need to do name. That's hasn't been clear to me so far. So I don't want custom validators. So in examples, I don't know, let me just start with that and scroll down. I mean, that's such a common thing to have an object here. Yeah, so here it is, nesting, data nesting. Okay. So what do they do? So they do, that seems exactly the same. So form.nestedA.model. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So I need to nest it inside. Okay, that should be easy enough. So let me do this. So now I have name and let's see. That works. So let me see if that generated an error. Pet info. Invalid, that's good. That's a good sign. So pet info and then name is invalid, right, because it's required. And the model is working. Sweet. So it was just a matter of nesting. Oh, where is it? Just a matter of nesting the fields inside the object. So using the same pattern that it is here. All right, cool. So, okay, so this works. And now in the form, I do want to invalidate the form. So in the example, let me get rid of that. In the example here, oh, it's not even inside of a form. Let me actually look, because they do have some examples with validate here. No, I meant viewlidate. Viewlidate. Okay. So in a form, so I guess they're manually calling these viewlidate viewlidate methods to dirty the input. So I guess it's not automatically dirtied. Let's see. Any dirty true. So it is automatically doing it. So that could be documentation from a previous version, or maybe it's old, I don't know. So yeah, because dirty is true. Oops, so I don't know, where was I? I was here. So I don't know why I would need to touch, because it seems like it's already dirty. But I guess I could call it by default. And then also this isn't the correct example. I don't think it's correct anyway. Let's see. So, oh yeah, so this is the same thing we're doing, except it's just doing it for the component as a mix-in. And then for some reason it's doing all computed. Oh, it does have validations, is what I was looking for. Okay. Yeah, so that's smart, I guess. Having val. Yeah, so that's the same thing we're doing, except in the template, it's not at all the same thing. So let me get the URL working anyways for Validate. Oh, it's been 1 hour and 10 minutes already. Okay, I still have time to do the URL though, so let me do that. So these fields should be valid URLs. URL regex is not defined. Okay, I have to clean that up. So in here, maybe I'm still looking for, no, I'm not. It must be in here. So URL regex. Of course, I don't have that anymore, so I'm gonna have to look at the URL. So first, let me validate the URL field. And I think this might get a little bit messy because it's nested and there's a variable number of them. So I certainly can't do this, like nesting regularly here. So let me see what I can do. Or I could just get the URL regex back and keep going with that. That's kind of messy, dirty. URL regex. Why can't I find the URL? Here. So here's the URL for project. I'm going to start with this one for resources. Here it is. This is the URL. And actually, I should have the key up here too, I think. Because if you just want to add the name and hit enter instead of going into the URL field, I think you should be able to. No, because, yeah. Enter adds and tab will get you to the next field if you're going quickly. So new resource.name, new resource.url. So this V model has to be different. And I'm not quite sure how to reference all of these. Let's see. Hey, Athman. Hey, how are you? I'm almost done with the stream now. I'm just trying to figure out this last piece. So I can nest, but what if there's a variable number of fields? I wonder, data nesting. I wonder if any of these answer my question. That groups may otherwise unrelated fields together, you can create a validation group. That's not what I want. Yes, this is exactly what I want. Okay, array support with each keyword. Yeah, you couldn't really have a form validation library without you know, accounting for a variable number of fields. So inside of sections is where I'm going to put the validations. Or no, it's inside of sections and inside of resources. So let me think. So here's my sections array. So I can't do an each just on the sections. I could, but then I would have to do a nested each because I have to do, well, I guess anyways I need an each on sections for the name, and then I do an each on both of these for the URL. I guess people, I mean, I'm not expecting them to have 100 sections, so it shouldn't have any negative effects, I think. So let me try that. Let me try the each. So first, this isn't going to work at all. So let me do sections. And then go back to here, and I'll do each. And then, yeah, this is actually just what I want, name. Okay, so name, get rid of that. And I think that should work. I do need to change the V model in sections though. Okay, so they're actually looping through that. That's probably smart, but let me see. So each name required. Yeah, because I don't think there will be any other way to do the V model unless I'm looping like this. So let me look at how I'm looping through sections right now. In the card, I'm looping. I'm just looping through the regular sections array. So let's see, name for 0. Okay, and it gets rid of those. Okay, so I think I can do this. So let me try anyway, and just change people to sections. So I still get the index, and I can still call that whatever I want. So that's still section.name, except I need to put model at the end. And then I wonder if I can just leave the rest, like if I don't have any validation for them, and if it will still model to here, but let me see. And something is wrong because it's not starting with the default section. It's not defined on the instance. Oh, right. So I have to pass in this because I broke out the sections from the main form. So I need to pass in the validation. Oh, let me. So I wonder if I can do that. No, I can't. Okay. So maybe I'll just call it V then. And that will be the validation. Okay. Then I'll call this V. And let's see if that works. Yep. So no, it's not working. Station.v is undefined. So I'm not actually sure why this isn't working. So, oh wait, I need to reference this, make it available for the component. So let's add it here and say it's an object, I guess. That would be almost impossible to shape this because it's variable, I think. Or no, I guess because I know the field's going in, so I could. Let's see. Section.new resource is undefined. Section.new resource. So that's good that it's working now, but here I'm thinking it's giving me this error because I don't have them on my $V. Let me look at that. So in main form, I have sections, and then I have, yeah, each. Let's see. I have name. Yeah, so I have to add all of these onto Vuetify. I think I have to add all of these down here. So I'll do that in the next stream. I'll fix Vuetify, add these, and then maybe finally I'll be done with these cleanup tasks. And actually next time I want to make the app look nicer. It's still pretty bland, and make all of this look nicer. I'm going to clean up the data maybe tonight or something. I don't need to do that live. That's just deleting things. So I'm going to make, in the new mockups, this will look a lot nicer. The header, the new colors will be in it. And yeah, the landing page. Yeah, so everything's going to look a lot better and cleaner. And then after I finish with that, I think the rest of these are like cleanup tasks. And then get resource. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I have to add the progress bar, do the designs, hook up the checkboxes, and then I can start working on auth. So I'm going to add that as a task here, actually. Add authentication, and I'll turn this, oops, let me put this at the bottom. So I'm definitely going to turn this into an issue because there's a lot that needs to be said and explained about this. But yeah, hopefully I can start with that in the next couple streams, and then after that deploy it so everyone can start using it. So thanks for coming into the stream, everybody, and thanks for your help in solving some of the problems. I will be streaming again. This is kind of a crazy week because this code school that I've been working on is just starting up, so I'm trying to figure out my schedule. So I will be streaming again, this time on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you can make it. And then I'll be back again on Sunday, and now we're earlier than usual, so 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you have any comments or issues or anything, you can leave an issue here. You can comment below this video and let me know what you think. And Maybe Okta or Cognito, or probably anything that doesn't make me handle the authentication myself. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for coming. I will see you next time. Bye.